silence your electronic devices. Please, no recording or photography. And please, no food in the theater. The players are at hand. Let us, on your imaginary forces, work.
Our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring another moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments, awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke!
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My gracious Duke, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine. I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, examine well your blood, know of your youth, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my desires up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scorn, O Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, my fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauty as Hermia. Why should not I prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter, Helena. And she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But, being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, ye shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate to death or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must confer with you in some business, and confer with you of something merely that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beseem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh hell, to choose love by another's eyes?
Hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by all the vows that ever men have broke, and number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Can you promise, love? Oh, look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
Well, I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seems Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, the time that lover's flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds, were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lover's food till tomorrow midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know it all, but he do know. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For, ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither, and back
back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of each man's name thought fit through all Athens to perform in our interlude for the Duke and the Duchess at his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play reads on. Then call forth the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Good Peter Quince, call forth the actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Eddie, name what part I'm for and proceed.
Nick Bottom, you are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules rarely, or a part to tear a cat in to make all split. The raging rocks and the shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Name the rest of the players. This was Hercules' vein, a tyrant. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let not me play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Oh, one, you may do it in a mask, and speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in monstrous little voice. There's me. I'm Pyramus, my never dear, my Thisbe dear, lady dear.
No. You must play Pyramus, and Flute you Thisbe.
Proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Robin Starveling, must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus father. Myself, Thisbe father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And here, I hope, is a play fitting.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I'm slow of study.
Well, you may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roar.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would frighten the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us. I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you into any nightingale.
You may play no parts but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a most proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play?
Why, what you will. But, masters, here are your parts. And I am to request you, to entreat you, and to desire you to con them, to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me at the palace wood. Not a mile without the town, by moonlight. There shall we rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I shall draw a bill of property, such as our play. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there we will rehearse, most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough! Hold on or cut bowstring!
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, all be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant hath, a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forests wild. But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear run into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or you're that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet Huck. You do their work and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speak'st aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I, a fat and bean-fed horse, beguile, staying in likeness of a filly foal, and
And sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I balm, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence! I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know, when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin, sat all day playing on pipes of corn, and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steep of India. But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskinged mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never, since the midsummer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the plowman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained beard. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And thorough this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Himes thin and icy crown in odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in mockery set, the spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate. From our dissension, we are their parents, and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait, following her womb, and rich with my young squire, would imitate, and sail upon the land, to fetch me trifles and return again as from a voyage, rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy. And for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round, and see our moonlight revels go with us, If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy! And I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away! Will chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of a watery moon, and the imperial votress pass it on in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this flower, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing, then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slay me. Oh! Thou toldst me they were stolen into this wood. And here I am, and wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
I love you the more. I am your spaniel. And Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me, but as you use your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to use it as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. I will run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest have not such a heart as you. Run when you will. The stories shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase.
I will not say thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou follows me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and
and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. And ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Oh, hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania, some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come, now a roundel and a fairy song. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices, and let me rest.
Hence away, all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, hard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the woods, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. Will rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One bed, one heart, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander. For my sake, my dear, lie further off. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it.
Lysander riddles very prettily, but gentle friend, for love and modesty, lie further off in human modesty. Such separations, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a beauteous maid. So far, be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life ends.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I. And then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
The wisher's eyes we pressed. Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thine eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid. Sleep the seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon. Stay! Go thou kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee, hence, and do not haunt me thus!
Oh, wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so!
Stay! On thy peril! I alone will go!
Joe! I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No. No. I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel though Demetrius do as a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare to Hermia's fiery eye? But who was here? Lysander on the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, Nature shows off that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so. Lysander, say not so. What though? He loved your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia, I do repent. The tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I do love, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season, so I being young till now ripe not to reason. And touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes where I o'erlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius I, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. That a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there! And never mayst thou come Lysander near. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Pluck this crawling serpent from my throat! I me for pity. What a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander? Lord? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves I swoon almost with fear. No? Then you are not nigh. Either death or you, I will find immediately.
Are we all met?
And here is a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we shall do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince,
Ooh, what sayest thou, bully bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Tire like it. A perilous fear. I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit! I have a device that will make all well. Write me a prologue. And let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom, the weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
Make it 2 more. Let it be written 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeared of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourself to bring in and help shield us. A lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing. For there is not a more fearful wildfowl than our lion living. And we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name. And half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying, thus, or to the same defect, ladies. Or, fair ladies, I would wish you. Or, I request you. though I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble. My life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, in for pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed, let him name his name. And tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner.
Then all is well. But there are two hard things. That is, to bring moonlight into a chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, as you know, do meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar, look in the almanac, find out moonshine, find out moonshine.
Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then, may you leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with lantern and bush of thorn and say he is to present or is to discharge the person of moonshine. But there is another thing. That is to bring a wall into the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, do meet through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, madam?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall. Or let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
That may be and all as well, but come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your part. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter through that break there, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramus, begin. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
No, odors.
Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Marry, must you, for you must understand, he goes in but to see a noise he heard, and is to return again.
Most radiant Pyramus!
Most ready! Most lily white of hue, of color, like the red rose on triumphant briar. As true as horse that yet would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus tomb, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter! Your cue is past, it is never tire.
As true as horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thou.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange, we are haunted. Pray, masters, fly! Masters, help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around through bog, through bush, through bay, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a headless bear, sometimes a fire. Bark and frozen forest, like horse, hog, hound, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is an knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, madam, thou art changed! What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
not translating.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I shall sing, so that they shall hear I am not afraid. De ouzel cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bell, the throstle with his notes so true, the red with little quill.
An angel wakes me from my flowery bed.
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man doth and dare not answer nay. Indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird a lie, though he cry cuckoo never sigh?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. My ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me, on the first view, to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love share little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors do not make them friends. Nay, I can clink upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But if I had enough wit to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood, do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I will give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers doth sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas, blossom, cobweb, mustard seed, and I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Not to him, elves, and do him courtesy.
Hail, mortal, hail, hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peas blossom.
Pray you commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Peas Blossom. Your name, honest gentleman.
Mustard seed.
In promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him, and lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue, and bring him silently.
gonna take the test on Monday. If you never came,
Well, relax. Read or watch.
That was the whole thing. Remember the whole love triangle?
I would actually fall asleep.
It was like a love square. He said it was a love square.
And then the whole thing is the girl.
Proverbial princess.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, man's spirit?
My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, who work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest, thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take, an ass's null I fix it on his head. Anon his Thisbe must be answered. And forth my mimic comes, hill, hill, hill. When they him spy, so at his sight, away his fellows fly. I led them on in this distracted fear and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When, at this moment, so it came to pass, Titania woke and straightway loved and asked.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side. So when she wakes of force, he must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman. But not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you, he that loves you so? My breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Well,
Now for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse if thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being horseshoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hound.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then?
Spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege, never to see me more.
Oh!
And from that heart I so see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce fame. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love sight. About the wood, go, swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery. Sink an apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we this fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one. This must needs be sport alone, and these things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. I vow, I weep, and vow so born in their nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe and show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow.
Spite! Oh, hell, I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. You don't hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my part when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here with all goodwill, with all my heart in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all my love is gone. My heart to her but as guest-wise sojourned. And now to Helen. Is it home returned, there to remain?
Oh, Helen, it is not so!
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou buy it dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander's bound. Mine ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly dost thou leave me so?
Why should he stay when love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision?
I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and, needs your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial. Wherefore speaks he this stir he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me pursues affection, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
Oh, I do. Persever, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink each at other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried shall be chronicled. But fare you well. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. It is partly my own fault, which death or absence shall soon remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena! Hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena!
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, try and prove it too.
Yeah, quick, come!
Lysander, where'd you take all this?
No! Oh, they seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow. If not, you're a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing! Let loose or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What news is this, sweet love?
Thy love, outloathed in medicine, oh hated potion hence!
Do you not jest? Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you.
What should
I will not keep your word.
What should I hurt her? Strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
Harm me? Wherefore? What news, sweet love? Am not I Hermia, or not you, Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Oh, why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me! You juggler! You canker blossom, you thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, in faith! Have you no modesty? No maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet.
Oh.
Puppet? Why so? Hi, that way goes the game.
Now I perceive she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet low, but my nails to reach into my eye! I pray you, don't you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrivishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me! You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her. Lower? Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. Keep your counsel. Save that and love it to Demetrius. I told him about yourself into this wood. He followed you for love. I followed him, but he hath chained me hence, threatened to strike me, burn me, nay, to kill me too. Now, so you will let me quiet go to Athens while I bear my folly back and follow you no further. I get you gone. Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart I leave here behind.
Who with Lysander?
Demetrius.
Yes!
Be not afraid! She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she's fierce.
Again? Nothing but low and little? How will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me touch her!
Get thee gone, you minimus, you bead, you acorn!
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt defy it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow. May I go with thee, cheek by jowl.
legs are longer, though, to run away!
I am amazed. I know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me,
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Aye, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
my fairy king, this must be done with haste. For night swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger.
Make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town, goblin lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Thou run away, thou coward, thou fled! Speak! It's a bush! Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars? Come, thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me, and still he dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. I've fallen, am I in a dark, uneven way. And here will rest me. Come thou gentle day. For but if once thy show me thy great light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not?
Thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand or look me in the face? Where art thou now?
Come hither! I am here.
Nay then, thou mockst me. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night. Oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but 3. Come! One more! 2 of both kinds makes up 4. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad. Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with bright. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they mean affray. On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. Then, the country proverb known,
that each man shall take his own, by your waking will be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man will have his mare again, and all will be swell.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Oh, Monsieur Cobweb, good Monsieur. Get you your weapons in hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And good Monsieur, bring me back the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, Monsieur. And good Monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown a honey bag. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Monsieur Mustard Seed, give me your naif. Pray you leave your courtesy, good Monsieur.
What's your will?
Nothing, but to help Cavalry Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's, Monsieur, for methinks I am marvels hairy about my face, and I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
When wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
True, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek thee, the squirrel's hoard, and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But let none of you people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, and I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the other do, may all back to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call.
Music ho, music such as charmeth sleep. Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound, music! Come, my queen, take hands with me and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and blessed to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be, wed with Theseus, all in jollity.
My fairy king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silent sad trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
One of you, find out the forester. For now our observation is performed, and since we have the wayward of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley, let them go. Dispatch and find the forester.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind. So flued, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. But soft, what nymphs are these?
Oh, my lord, this is my daughtery. Oh, and this Lysander, Demetrius this is, and Helena, old maiders Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go! Bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends!
Great Valentine is past.
Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep I hate, and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. For, as I think, for truly what I speak, and now I do bethink me so it is, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law...
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have heard enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their self, of this, their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. But my good lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow seems to me now, but as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. and all the virtue, the faith of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like a sickness did I loathe this food. But as in health come to my natural taste, now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by, with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something worn, our purpose hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens. 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turn it into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we're awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep or we dream. Did not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him. And by the way, let's recount our dreams.
When my who comes, call me, I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho.
Peter Quince? Flute the bellows mender? Snout the tinker? Starveling? God's my life. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There's no man can say what. Methought I was, and methought I had. But man is but a patched fool if he shall offer to say what methought I had. The ear of man hath not seen. The eye of man hath not heard. Man's hand is not able to hold his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I shall get Peter Quince to write me a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream. Because it hath no bottom. And I shall sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he come not, the play is marred. It goes not forward. Doth it?
Nay, it is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraftsman in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. And he is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters! The Duke has come from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom! Thus, if he lost 6 a day during his life, he could not have escaped 6 a day, and the Duke had not given him 6 a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 a day in Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Oh, what a most courageous day. Oh, most happy
happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what, for if I tell you I am no true Athenian, I will tell you everything that is in my mouth.
Well, tell us more, sweet bottom.
Oh, not a word from me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet every man at the palace. Every man look o'er his part. For the short and the long is, our play is preferred.
Any case, let this be have clean linen, and let not he who plays the lion pare his nails, for they are to hang out for the lion's claws. And most dear eat no onions nor garlic. We are to utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt but to hear them say it was a sweet comedy.
No more words. Away. Go away!
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy's a bush supposed a bear.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy, and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us to wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what mask, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where's our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Yeah, my thesis, yes.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There's a plea. How many spots are right? Make choice in which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that. That have I told my love in glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it last played when I from Thebes came last a conqueror. The thrice three muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, and not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical. Tedious and brief? That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
Oh, a play that is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have heard a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the plays, there's not one word apt, one play fitted and tragical. It is, my noble lord, for Pyramus then of himself, which then I saw rehearse, I must confess, did make mine eyes water, but more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never laid in their minds till now, and now have toiled the unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
9. It is not for you. I have heard the play over, and it is nothing in this world unless you can find sport, and their intent extremely stretched and combed with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty do tender it. Go, bring them in.
Oh, thank you very much.
Or charged and duty in his service perishing.
My gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kinder we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake and what poor duty cannot do. Noble respect takes it in might, not merit.
So please your place, the prologue is our best.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will. That you should think we come not to offend, but with good will. To show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should hear repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand on points.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop.
Indeed, he hath played on this prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this play, but wonder on, till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus. If you would know this beauteous lady, his name is certain. This man, with lime and rough cast, present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls they are content to whisper. At the which let no man wonder. This man, with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn, presenteth moonshine. For, if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb there to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle did she fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did sting. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling, bloody breast. Then Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. Oh. All the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may, when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a craning hole or chink. through which the lovers pyramids and this for often. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same one. The truth is so. Through the cranny, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It's the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse.
Pyramid draws near the wall, silence!
Oh, grim-looked night. Oh, night, with you so black. Oh, night, whichever art when day is not. Oh, night. Oh, night. Alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, oh wall, oh lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, oh wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see, a wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me!
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, truly, sir, you should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see it upon that side. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. Thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe?
My love! Thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and, like Lymander, am I trusty still?
I like Helen to the fates me kill.
Kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
Oh, I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips, that's all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's true meet me straight away?
I come without delay.
Thus have I, walled, my part discharge it so. Being done, thus, well, already done.
It's all the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
A man and a lion.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, they now perchance both quake and tremble here when lion, rough and wildest rage doth roar.
And know that I, as snug a Judah, am no lion's head. No lion's head. For if I should as lion in strife for pity on my life.
And of a good conscience.
My lord, that air I saw.
Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon.
He should have worn the horns on his head. Huh?
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How is it else the man in the moon?
He dares not come there, for the candle, for you see, is already in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change.
All I have to say is to tell you, this lanthorn is the moon. Myself,
they're all in the moon. Shh, shh. Bisbee's approaching.
This is old Ninny's tomb.
Meow. Meow.
Well shown, Moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Well-mouthed lion.
And then came fear.
And so the lion vanished.
Oh, sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glaring gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, no spite. But mark, poor night, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes do see. How can it be? Oh, dainty duck. Oh, dear. Thy mantle good. What, stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell. Oh, fates, come, come. Cut thread and thrum. Conclude, crush, quake, and
This passion in the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame, since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that looked, that laughed with cheer. Come, Tibbs, confide. Sword and wound, the pap of Uranus. Aye, that left pap, where heart, death, hop. Thus die I. Thus. Now am I dead? Now am I fled? Oh, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, loose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die. Die!
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and yet prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Sleep, my love. What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise. Speak. Speak. Quite dumb. Dead? Dead? A A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. Oh, these lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Oh, lovers, make moan. His eyes will grieve as leaves. Oh, sisters three, come to me. With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore, since you have shore which shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword, come. Lay my breast imbrue. And farewell, friends. This beat ends. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Aye, and Wall too.
No, I assure you, the wall is now murdered their fathers. Would you like to see the epilogue? Oh, here, a burgomaster dance between two of our companies.
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse, never excuse. For when the players are dead, there need none to be blamed. But come, your burgomaster, and let your epilogue alone. Tis almost fairy time. Sweet friends, to bed.
Now, the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task fordone. Now, the wasted brands do glow, and the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now, it is the time of night, that the graves, all gaping wide, everyone sets forth his sprite through the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies, that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now our frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light by the dead in drowsy fire, and every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bright bed will we, which by us shall blessed be, and the issue there create ever shall be fortunate, so shall all the couples three, ever true in loving be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take their gate, and each several chamber blessed through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar called. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
You gotta leave the show.